Why do you think are grandparents so important? We are talking about grandparents, but why are they so important in our life, in our children's life?
I think because of the time that they can devote and the unconditional love that they automatically have. I mean, when you have a child, for those that are parents, I mean, that love is automatic and instant. And I have never been a grandparent, but I'm very much looking forward to it. I mean, when my kids are ready, not right now, but I plan on being like an amazing grandma. I want to be, because the more people that love your children, the better. The more people that are in their life, the better. When I had kids and I had family gathered around, I wanted to share my baby. I was like, yeah, hold her. Like, isn't she amazing? And, I wanted there to be that love for her, for all of my kids, that they need, because me as a parent, I fall short. I can't always give my children everything they need. So having grandparents around is the best. And now my dad's remarried to a wonderful woman. I have an aunt that I'm super close to that has filled the need of grandparent for my mom passing. So anybody that you can find that can give your kids that love is important.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think that it is important, this bond between grandparents and grandchildren?
I think grandparents have a lot of advice and wisdom, and they've lived a long time. They have a lot of life experience, right? And I think kids just kind of tune their parents out. I think to a point they're like, I'm whatever, we tell them so much stuff that they're just not going to listen to us after a while, right? But I think grandparents have a way of relaying those messages and those life experiences in a way that children will listen. And I think that's important.
Indeed. I told you earlier about the saying I heard today that grandmas are for offering love. Do you think that grandmas and grandparents and grandpas should offer unconditional love, or?
100%. I think grandparents and parents should offer unconditional love. I often tell and as I've learned, I'm better at this, but I tell my kids, I love you no matter what. I don't care what you do. I don't care what mistakes you make. You are loved in this home and in my life. I love you. And I think it's important for kids to know that. If they don't know that, maybe they never will feel like they're ever good enough, My kids have tested me too. They're like, well, what if I did this? Well, what if I did this? And I'm like, I will love you. I might not be happy with you. And in the moment, I might be very angry, but there's nothing you can do that would make me not love you. And I think that's so important for kids to know and to understand from parents and grandparents.
So I think we should educate ourselves by believing this, because I don't know, here in Romania, we had a saying like 20 years ago that you should kiss your kids just in sleep, so they will not take advantage of your love, And yeah, it's true. Nowadays, some grandparents still believe in this affirmation.
Mm-hmm. I think we've come a long way. I think knowing, the psychological damage versus, how far feeding these kids love can take them. They're more successful. They have a higher IQ. The studies that have done, we've come a long way. We didn't know, and that's okay. We do the best we can when we know, but now we know better. We know that children need unconditional love, right? So I think that's probably kind of true around the world, not just Romania, that, you can spoil your kids with too much love. I do not believe that's true. And I think we've, as a society have come to realize that.